We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. That, like 20. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check four, check four. Slam, slam. These two. Check safety, check safety. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rip right, rip right. Check 50, check 50.
Topper, topper. No bounce. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Quarter, quarter.
Check, check.
Why they say?
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Black is on.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Ric Flair.
Back. No. Me.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
Whoa.
Check 31. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Hey, kill.
Shift.
Chester. What?
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Go tonight. 20.
We got time left. 3 down. Hey, check.
Super.
3 down. Check 99. Check.
Tiger.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing on third. Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
We go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We got 4. Shift! Watch the shift! Jack! Kill.
Whirling.
24, watch 24!
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, let's get in them holes. 25, check 25, check 25. Shift. Check.
Hold on. Check. Hey, tonight.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff. And Woods has it complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Louis.
Rush in.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Gone. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Bortles going to go on fourth down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, kill.
198, watch 98, 98's the mic. 3 buzz. 198, watch 98, 98's the mic. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
198, watch 98, 98's the mic. I'm coming for you. You move.
Hey, Alpha.
98, watch 98, 98's the mic. Hey, keep it.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
41 Mike, 41 Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Dad, Black 20.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
8.
It's coming. 41's the mic. You can't block me. You can't.
No spacing.
You can't block me. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike.
Roethlisberger will throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Pass taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hold on. Check. 198. Watch General West. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On first down, it's gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
230.
He's scared. Key tight end.
3 lockers.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just out.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Like 20.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Chill.
Now a first down throw, gone. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Value 3. 12.
Watch the twist. Jet. Wide. Get wide.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm going back to you.
Now gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return, it's White. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check. Switch.
Super.
Check the backer. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
198. Watch that.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance.
Talent.
Because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 26, check 26. Check.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
50. Quarter. Hey, Delta.
41's the mic. What we got?
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Penny running right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Show that bench release and go.
Hey, 4-1's Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Trying to get the first with Samuels. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Roethlisberger. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Gurley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. This is caught. It's Cooks. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Goff on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. 20. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to run with Henderson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Switch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Greystone, travel.
Check it out, read.
Check 9, check 9.
Watch twist.
Maverick.
Twist.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley.
Man,
Well,
look at this. I don't understand, man. These are like the surest tacklers in the world.
Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Wow.
He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. On the stop was Aaron Donald. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All right, now. Black 80. Snickers.
Let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth when the